One day, on 48th and Aldridge, in a friend of Willie's mother's house, some guys were shooting at him, leaving Willie to run through the gate, close it, run on the front porch, close the front door, leaving Drip Drop, one of his recruits, one of his little homies, to be murdered, shot dead in the front of his mother's house. Big Scat, a reputable of shotgun Crips, little relative, was one to be part of Willie's crew. He was murdered in the alley. Willie and him never revenged his death. Never revenged Drip Drop's death. People always going through things, or dying or going through harmful things because of Willie. One day, he robbed a guy on side of his Auntie Bam's house on 29th and Bryant. Robbed the guy for some fake jewelry. He showed his little cousin the fake jewelry. It was turning colors. Days later, the guy came back, running up on his Auntie Bam and his little brother Pierre, leaving Pierre to pissing on himself and his Auntie Bam in fear. The guy said, "Where that nigga Willie at? Tell that nigga we gon' kill him." What a shame. One day him and Bear took Bam's little green trio car, gets to St. Paul and did something. Came back to Bam house, parked the car in the backyard. Some guys came and set it on fire. It was because of Willie. Willie is the same guy who spit on Bam and tried to fight her, forced his way in her crib, got her crib raided. I understand why Bam would say these things about Willie. She was in fear, almost lost her kids because of him. One day he was with this girl, I can't say her name. A guy ran up on Willie and pulled a gun on him and said, "Nigga, you know I got you, right? You know I can kill you, right?" Willie had a gun on him, didn't do nothing, just looked in fear and pulled off. Another time, he was riding down 28th and Oliver by his friend's Debo house. A few houses down was a guy named Woods. Willie pulled up looking tough with his little cousin Quentin in the back. He's looking at Woods like he want beef, but Woods told him to get out the car, and he was scared to get out the car. And there was a lady in the passenger seat, but I can't say her name. This guy Willie, I thought he was on business. This guy Willie, if anybody know who Shelley is, his mother sings for the sounds of blackness. Willie had beef with him because of some rims being stolen, and Willie went and snitched to some people and told them that Shelley and them was trying to steal the rims or stole the rims. It was so long ago. That led to him beefing with Shelley. Did he do anything to Shelley? No. One day, he was riding by looking tough and Shelley was right there by his friend Debo's house. Willie did nothing, with Shelley yelling out, "Look at Willie looking all scrumptious." But that's not it. There was a guy named Frenchelle who used to date Willie's cousin Keisha. Willie must have thought he was a punk because he was littler than Willie. One day, he aired Willie out, had Willie running him and little Davy. Willie had hit his head and had a mark in the front of his head. When he got back to his Auntie Bam house and told everybody what happened and that it was Frenchelle, everyone was laughing because he had a Hindu mark in the front of his forehead. That pissed Willie off. He acted like he wanted to fight his little relatives over that. Moral of the story is, this nigga Willie ain't who we claim to be. He only pick and choose his battles. You feel me? It's a damn shame for this type of guy to just do all these things and cause people harm. Cause his auntie harm. Cause his relatives harm. And never do nothing. You didn't ride for Drip Drop. You didn't ride for Lil Scat. You play tough, and the only time you tough is when you got a gun. One day he got into it with his little cousin Quentin. Quentin stood up to him, looked him right in the eyes. Willie got nervous and tried to have guys surround him because they felt like they had to show Willie allegiance. With Willie looking at Quentin standing up to him, looking him in the face, he got to yelling, "Where's my gun? Where's my gun?" He wanted to intimidate Quentin with a gun. Every time he tried to approach quitting, he had to make it seem like he had people with him, or brung people with them, or had to have a gun involved. But with him and quitting is by themselves, he never says nothing. He don't even talk about the beef. What a coward.